Hey there, fabulous friends. Welcome to Echo English Stories. Do you want to improve your English speaking? Then this story is absolutely perfect for you. Today I will joyfully share a meaningful story with you. You can practice shadowing as we go along. Remember, shadowing means listening carefully, then repeating after the audio. This trains your mouth and brain to joyfully think in English. This story is all about perspective and gratitude. It beautifully shows how we see the wonderful world around us. What may seem poor to some can be rich to others. Let's discover this together with excitement. Now let's dive into the story.
Mr. Thompson was a very successful businessman. He lived in a large house in the city. His home had 5 bedrooms, a swimming pool, and a beautiful garden. He drove an expensive car. His family never wanted for anything. One weekend, Mr. Thompson decided to take his 8-year-old son, James, on a special trip. He wanted to show James how other people lived. "James," he said at breakfast, "many people don't have what we have." "We are very lucky," he continued. "I want you to see how some families live with very little." James was excited about the trip. He had never been to the countryside before. He packed his favorite toy and some clothes. The next morning, they left early in their luxury car. The city buildings slowly disappeared. They drove through green fields and small towns. James watched the changing landscape with wide eyes. After 3 hours, they arrived at a small village. Mr. Thompson parked the car near a simple wooden house. A dirt road led to a small farm. There were chickens running around. A few cows stood in the distance. An old man and his family lived there. Their house was small with only 2 rooms. The windows were broken in places. There was no electricity or running water. James felt nervous as they approached the house. The farmer, Mr. Garcia, welcomed them with a warm smile. "Thank you for letting us stay," Mr. Thompson said. James noticed how kind Mr. Garcia's eyes were. That evening, James and his father ate dinner with the family. They sat at a wooden table outside. The meal was simple: beans, rice, and vegetables from their garden. But everyone shared and laughed together. James had never seen his father laugh so much. After dinner, James played with the farmer's children. They ran through the fields chasing fireflies. They showed James how to milk a cow. They taught him to climb trees. At night, James lay on a mat on the floor. He looked up at the sky through the open window. He had never seen so many stars before. The next morning, James woke up early. He helped feed the animals with the farmer's children. He collected eggs from the chicken coop. He drank fresh milk straight from the cow. It tasted better than anything he had ever tried. The creek nearby was clear and cool. James played in the water with his new friends. He felt happy and free. When it was time to leave, James felt sad. He hugged the farmer's children tightly. "Thank you for having us," Mr. Thompson said. On the long drive home, James was quiet. He looked out the window at the passing fields. His father watched him in the rearview mirror. When they arrived home, Mr. Thompson asked, "Well, James, how was the trip?" "Very good, Dad," James replied. "Did you see how poor people can be?" the father asked.
Yeah,
James answered quietly. "And what did you learn?" his father continued. The son thought for a moment. Then he began to speak. "I saw that we have a dog at home, and they have 4. We have a pool that reaches to the middle of the garden. They have a creek that has no end. We have imported lamps in the garden. They have the stars. Our patio reaches to the front yard. They have a whole horizon." James paused and looked at his father. "I noticed that they wake up with the sun, but we wake up with an alarm clock. They have to make their own food, but we order from restaurants. They have problems, but they also have time to solve them together. We have many things, but we don't have much time for each other. When I wanted water, I pressed a button. When they wanted water, they walked to the creek and enjoyed the fresh air. Their door is always open, but ours is locked. They have neighbors who help them, but we don't even know the people next door." When the little boy was finishing, his father was speechless. His son added, "Thanks, Dad, for showing me how poor we are." Mr. Thompson sat down in his expensive chair. He looked around his big house. For the first time, he saw it differently. He had always thought they were rich, but now he realized they were missing something important. That evening, Mr. Thompson did something unusual. He turned off all the lights in the house. He took James outside to look at the stars. They sat on the grass together. "James," he said, "you taught me something important today." "What, Dad?" James asked. "We have everything we need," Mr. Thompson explained. "But we don't always appreciate it." The next weekend, Mr. Thompson made another trip. This time, he went alone to visit Mr. Garcia. He brought tools and materials. He fixed the broken windows. He helped build a better water system. He spent the whole day working with the farmer. When he returned home, he felt happier than ever. From that day on, the Thompson family changed. They started having dinner together every night. They turned off the TV and talked. They visited the countryside more often. James made true friends there. Mr. Thompson learned to appreciate simple things. He realized that wealth isn't just about money. Real wealth is in relationships and experiences. He stopped working late every night. He spent more time with his son. They went for walks and played games. They looked at the stars together. Mr. Thompson discovered that he had been poor in many ways. He had everything but time, connection, and peace. Now he had begun to build true wealth. Years later, James grew up to be a kind and thoughtful man. He remembered that special trip every day. He never forgot the lesson he learned as a child. He always looked for the good in what he had. He appreciated simple moments. He valued people more than things. James became a teacher. He taught children about gratitude and perspective. He often told them the story of his trip to the farm. He wanted them to understand what really matters. Isn't it true that it all depends on the way you look at things? If you have love, friends, family, health, good humor, and a positive attitude toward life, you've got everything. This is a story about perspective. It started with a trip to see poverty. It ended with discovering true wealth. Sometimes what we think is lacking is actually what we already have. We just need to change how we see it. Now I hope you will look at your own life differently. Find the stars in your sky. Enjoy the simple things around you. Be grateful for what you have. This is the real secret to happiness.
Thank you for watching this English learning story. If you enjoyed practicing your listening and speaking skills with us, please subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories. Remember, every new word you learn opens a door to a wider world. We'll see you in the next story.